heart is good for nothing except kindling now.
This is the worst vacation.
What do you mean?
Not a day here before the hurricane hits. Then a Dominion fleet smashes ashore, which means our leave is well and truly cancelled.
I need a break.
want to have a look?
I have many fine goods.
I need to buy food.
Glowlord, you used to be in the military. Does the Dominion hire sellswords?
What gave you that idea? Seriously, keep down about that. I deserted, remember?
Coward!
You weren't there. You would have fled too if you'd seen what they asked us to do.
Both of you calm down. Glowlord, do they?
I don't know. Sometimes. They have a lot of gold. When they hire mercenaries, it's to fight someone they can't be bothered with or to chop an enemy down to size. If there's anything left, you're paid well. There isn't.
Who you're trading here?
Fine goods at fair prices.
Help someone in need.
By locally walkers.
I sell to the nobility.
So much to do.
What do you want?
Come and see from the distant shores of Glanumbra, Mistrial.
This one thinks you have come to make a deposit, yes?
How can this humble servant aid you? Our esteemed Vice Reeve represents the Old Mary Dominion's interests in Khenarth's Roost. He is personal retainer to Prince Maomer. Had Queen Irene not returned, he would advise a king, representatives of the Old Mary Dominion. Vicereeve Paladil carries the interests of Somerset and Queen Irene. The Sylvanar and it's perfectly situated for naval stagings against Cyrodiil. Furthermore, our holdings depend on our naval prowess. If this island were left to its own devices, our enemies would find a way to use it against us.
Marvel at its slavering maw.
This diplomatic mission is a farce. The Dominion should have taken Khenarth's Roost by force and sorted the rest out later.
By its cold, oozing nose.
Fighting an opponent you know nothing about is like going into battle unarmed. Study him first. What he wants, how he moves. If you can discover this, he is defeated.
My own father, divine save his soul, was torn to pieces by just such a pack. Can you not feel the hatred that burns within its belly? Bars barely contain its hunger.
Anyone can sing. This one is here for news from afar. Anyone can sing. This...
The Sylvanar has come to Mistrial! We'll be drinking rotmeth to a spinner's yarns before the month is out. You don't know? While King Eredon rules over the people of Valenwood, the Sylvanar looks after our spirits. Together with the Green Lady, we can see out. If the Sylvanar is our spirit, the Green Lady is our strength. She is unequaled in physical prowess and a master of martial disciplines. If we were all so strong, nothing could stand in our way.
Isn't High Fancy wonderful? He's been to every port between here and Sentinel.
Come now, friends. Have you seen Juraira's latest shipment? Don't push, don't shout.
It isn't every day a bard comes to Mistrial. What better way to set aside our cares than by listening to songs of far-off lands?
Cause any trouble and you'll be sorry.
Some dislike the way Harani runs Mistral, but this is such a tiny island. Storms, pirates, even the Maomer threaten us, yet we are still here. Our leader, she's clever, yes. She sees what must be done and does it. How many others can say the same? Feel the muscle of a true killing machine! Come and see from the distant shores of Glanumbra, a real, live dog! Do not worry, it is safely caged. Keep some distance from the beast. It is only my long exposure to it that allows me to tolerate the smell. Sahara would not let it tear the flesh from your bones. Marvel at its slavering maw. Be disgusted by its cold, oozing nose. In Daggerfall, packs of these horrible monsters roam the streets at night and prey upon the unwary. My own father, divine save his soul, was torn to pieces by just such a pack. Can you not feel the hatred that burns within its belly? Bars
He may be
barely
drunk,
contain its
but
hunger.
Razumdar is one sleek walker. Wait and see.
Who would not be held up there.
Did you come in with the storm? I'm sure you worked up a thirst out there.
No time for courtry, and now the rule has queen. She ran from the dresses, she ran from the pond. She could not write stomach.
The Dominion welcomes all who wish to join.
And the main spoke. Look to Riddlethar. Did he surrender Jackajay to Skoomacat and the others? No. He kept it close for all of us, under his belly for all to follow. It is true, you know. In Jackajay we find ourselves, our place in the world, our path through its trials. In following this path, we find the sugar hiding all around us. And we are happy, yes? So very happy.
Gain from each other.
For 10, place your hand upon its fur. Feel the muscle of a true killing machine. Come and see from the distant shores of Glanumbra.
I stock only the freshest herbs and finest spices. Let me know if you see anything you like. Of course. We provisioners practice the arts of cooking and brewing. Good food requires the best ingredients. We gather fresh meat and produce from crates, barrels, and the like. If we're lucky, we'll also find recipes in chests, trunks, and desks.
As part of the Dominion.
Once you've copied the recipe down and acquired the necessary ingredients, that's when the real fun begins. Cooking pots and rotisseries can be found all over. You need only find one, select a recipe, then indulge in the simple joy of cooking. Don't forget drink. Hearty meals will fill your belly, increasing your general well-being, both body and soul. Strong drink can stimulate the humors, allowing you to recover more quickly. If you're lucky, you might find a recipe that does both.
Can you not feel the hatred that burns within its belly?
Prosperity.
Barely
For
contain its hunger.
security. For unity. For the Dominion.
Everything this one sells is fresh, except for what's clearly marked old.
Khenarth's Roost and the Dominion. Together, we'll achieve unity. The Dominion welcomes all who wish to join. Your chance for untold prosperity comes with Dominion rule.
The view is quite entrancing. If only smells didn't waft upward.
Gaze into its eyes. Peer into the face
Joining
of
the
death
Dominion
itself.
isn't
I hate
about
to admit it, but there is a certain charm to this place. If only it were cleaner.
To fight a wrongful fate.
For 10, place your...
Maomer welcomes you, honored guests, and hopes she can be of service to you.
I do hope Hinamo comes to his senses. Since Grandmother died, he isn't himself. He's never been a heavy sleeper. Lately, he's taken to wandering Mistrial at night. He's even changed the way he dresses.
I bring an urgent message from Rhea Opacarius, Chief Oracle of the Twilight Queen Azura. Best discuss that with Rhea. Too many eyes and ears here. She awaits you in the Cloudy Dregs Inn in Wayrest.
The Dominion welcomes all who wish to join.
Come and see from the distant shores of Glanumbra a real, live dog.
Khenarth's Roost and the Dominion.
Do not
Together,
worry. It is
we'll achieve
safely
unity.
caged.
Open for business. And we couldn't stop laughing.
Your chance for untold prosperity comes with Dominion rule.
Dahara would not let it tear the flesh from your bones.
Come, do your trading here.
Joining the Dominion
Marvel
isn't
at
about
its
what is
slavery
taken
maw.
from you, but what we gain from each other.
Be disgusted by its cold, oozing nose.
For prosperity, for security, for unity, for the Dominion.
How can I help you?
As part of the Dominion, you will gain security.
My father catches fish with his bare hands. Soon as I find one, I'm gonna do the same.
This one has heard reports. You've kept busy. Good. You fit in now more than ever. How did things go? Clearly, you were meant to help us out. Joan and Jode have a sense of humor, yes? And of course, Raz thinks discretion deserves a reward. Keep your wits about you, my new friend. Mistrial's houses cast deep shadows, and vipers lurk in the tall grass. Mistrial is the jewel of the southern seas, a free port with trade ties to half of Tamriel. Ambassadors from the Dominion arrived weeks ago to negotiate its admission into the Alliance. Unfortunately, things have not gone smoothly. Khenarth's Roost has an old treaty with the Maomer. They claim the Dominion fleet intended to invade their home waters. It's a sticking point in the negotiations. The Sylvanar could use some help. Find him, give him this token. He'll know you are a friend. Without Mistrial's support, the Dominion will have precious little defense on its southern coasts. But we are not here to conquer anyone. The Sylvanar knows this. He is in the Chancery, seeking a peaceful resolution here. The High Elves, Wood Elves, and Khajiit stand united under the Eagle Banner. We secure our borders against invaders from the Covenant and Pact, but it is no easy task. And Queen Irene leads our dominion, of course. He is the voice and spirit of the Wood Elves. They say he was, and will be their greatest leader, whatever that means. This one knows him as an unrivaled diplomat. He is also the Dominion's best hope of resolving this matter peacefully. Razumdar is just a simple Khajiit. He seeks the best for all the people of Tamriel. Also, a saddle that won't pinch the tail. One day.
Thirsty. Let's find the inn. We can't. They kicked us out, remember?
No. When?
Ha! Of course you don't remember. You were in your 6th flagon of plum brandy.
6? That seems low.
Fake. This was after 3 drams of white eye and a flagon of moon sugar double. You're lucky to be alive.
I forgot. They mix brews with moon sugar here.
Yes, and in most Khajiiti ports. Now, let's think of a way out of this.
You've come seeking power. I can see it in your eyes. Look on my wares. I'm sure you'll find what you're looking for.
I've never had such a difficult time deciding, especially in a shop with such few goods.
Shakru's has many bags to sell to types like you. This one knows your type. This one can sell you a bag to store anything.
This one recommends you buy a home while the costs remain reasonable.
Ask Ladrulas about his private fittings.
Destitute and homeless. My heart weeps for you. Perhaps there's something in my inventory that will brighten your day. Take a look.
Lend a helping hand.
Buying, selling, trading.
Buying and selling. My prices can't be beat.
The Maomer are practically beasts. There are stories about them to make the fur stand on end.
I have many quality items crafted of the finest woods in all of Tamriel. Would you like to peruse my inventory?
Step up. Have a look.
This one believes that each piece of wood can have only one ideal use. As a woodworker, Splinterpaws must find this ideal use. Only then can he create a useful object. And if it is the will of Joan and Jode, an object of lasting beauty. Certainly, woodworkers shape wood into all manner of useful tools, but bows, staves, and shields are our specialty. This work requires fine lumber and a sturdy work table. We also seek out style books and rare ingredients for more advanced work. Sure, while shaping the wood, we can choose a special trait to focus on. It takes research to discover these techniques, but it's well worth the effort. Increasing the weight or tuning the angle can draw out different advantages in the final product. Well, the piece can be improved even more through the use of resins, special elements that enhance the value and quality of your work. The improvement process is delicate, so be sure you've got enough tempers and a steady hand. Good luck!
Top quality merchandise.
The air is heavy like velvet in my throat. It is a wonder these blades do not rust before my eyes.
Without a well-crafted, carefully maintained weapon, you can end up as a meal for some wild animal. Or worse. All sorts of dangerous things out there, my friend.
You can always buy armor, of course, but wearing pieces you made yourself will give you more confidence. We tan, weave, stitch, you name it. People in search of medium and light armor come to us. This requires fibers, leather, and a work table like those found in town. We also seek out style books and special ingredients for more advanced work. Yes, of course. During the tailoring process, we can choose a special trait for the work. It takes research to discover these techniques, but it's well worth the effort. Reinforced buckles, intricate detailed work, each brings a special benefit. Well, the piece can be improved even more through the use of tannins. These elements can enhance the value and quality of your work. Just be cautious. You risk ruining the piece if you're not careful. Improving upon perfection is no mean feat.
There's nothing like a good fire to warm one's weaponry, my friend. We put hammer to anvil to forge armor and weapons. This requires a lot of metal. We scour hills and caves looking for rare ores to work. Raw materials will only take you so far. You need style books and special ingredients for more advanced work.
If we don't make the drop soon, let's cut our losses and make for the main.
You bet. A true blacksmith can read the metal to determine its potential. During the forging process, we can choose a trait that best fits the item, provided we've done our research. Additional sharpening, extra weight, these are just examples. Well, the piece can be augmented even more through the use of tempers. These elements can enhance the value and quality of your work. Of course, no worthwhile endeavor comes without risk. Trying to improve an item can result in breaks, so be careful.
Mine is an honest profession. I'll take your measurements anew every time I see you. The rest of the world will size you up once and expect you to fit those measurements forever.
Quality leather goods here, at honest prices.
I don't actually need new armor or anything. I just like coming here to get warm.
I have the finest in armor available. Well, some of it's not all that fine, but it's still decent quality.
Honest merchant. Trust this one.
Is the Sylvanar blind? Every one of these sea elves is a venomous serpent waiting to strike. We should have cleansed this place of Maomer scum the moment we arrived.
My own father, divine save his soul, was torn to pieces by just such a pack.
Lorcan, take them all. Why did the Sylvanar negotiate with these filthy Maomer? Those pirates are a stick in the High Elf eye. They capture our merchants' ships and raid our settlements. If I had any say, we'd negotiate with a sword at their throats. Not as long as the Sylvanar confuses diplomacy with capitulation. He's inside with the rest of them, pretending this won't end in bloodshed. Go, see this farce for yourself.
Two moons smiled on us.
Your pardon, friend. The Dominion's arrival on Khenarth's Roost has upset the locals. It falls on me to smooth the waters. Please, help yourself to food or drink. I'm happy to speak with you once this matter is settled. Most unexpected. It seems we have a mutual friend. May I ask, what brings you to Mistrial? Then perhaps you can advise me on a small matter. The Maomer have a treaty with Khenarth's Roost. This is nothing to fear. A treaty is something I can work with. Yet neither Ambassador Ulondil nor Headwoman Harani will produce a copy. Indeed, why not? It would be indecorous to suggest the treaty is anything but actual and sound, yet I fear it won't present itself without a more active line of inquiry. Would you be my voice in this with Ambassador Ulondil and Headwoman Harani? Exactly. A chorus of requests may succeed in carrying the tune. Harani in particular seems eager to see this resolved, though I fear the Dominion presence binds her hands. But I'll leave you to it.
It's hard to keep track of the new faces since the hurricane, but I don't believe we've met. Welcome to Mistrial. May your stay here be full of warm winds and soft sand. And I told him the mere act of doing so would complicate matters with our longtime Maomer allies. They take great offense to the Dominion's claims upon our island. Look around you. What great armies do you see? Our survival depends on knowing when to fight and when to please. The treaty brought us prosperity for generations. I will not be the one to break it.
We upheld our treaty with the people of Khenarth's Roost for generations, and this is how they repay our kindness? We will not allow High Elf thieves to gain a foothold in our territorial waters. By all rights, this is our island. Harani's people occupy it with our blessing. If she breaks the treaty, so breaks our truce. We'll take back our island, and the Khajiit will pay the price. We keep a copy on an island far from here. I see no reason to send for it. I won't allow High Elf wharf-rats another chance to take our rightful lands. Why don't you bother Harani for her copy?
Any luck securing a copy of the treaty? Then there's little chance for compromise. I'll call a break in formal talks until everyone calms their nerves. You understand the stakes, yes? It's why I ask you to take a more active role in locating the treaty. I don't do so lightly. I can't allow the Dominion's first act on Khenarth's Roost to be one of conquest. I understand our mutual friend prefers the rum served at a nearby tavern. Perhaps he would have ideas on securing a copy of the treaty. It's a name, a title, and our holy city. Quite an honor to carry around such an important word, and the occasional burden in its confusion of outsiders. Not even the Green Lady calls me by my given name. Edelorn doesn't roll off the tongue, I suppose. As Sylvanar, seems like it's been such a short while, but the wrinkles on my face tell me differently. Or did you mean as Dominion Envoy? I've taken on diplomatic tasks for our fledgling alliance since its inception, so not very long at all. A freshly grown fruit, still without blemish. On behalf of the Bosmer people, it's my goal to keep it that way. If you speak with the Green Lady, don't mistake her manner as distaste for the Dominion. She simply misses our home of Valenwood. She sustains me, and I her. Together, we are the aspirations of the Bosmer people given form. Put simply, she is the love of my life. Also, she grows ill-humoured when I gush about her within earshot. I'd best say no more.
No wine, stringy meat, my beloved Sylvanar cooling these squabbling children instead of warming our bed. If there's a more tiresome place in all of Tamriel, I haven't found it.
Come and see from the distant shores of Glanumbra a real, live dog.
You think this one drinks on the job? Good. Then so will everyone else. What is the word, my new friend? Ulandil certainly won't. His viper tongue is sharp. But Harani can't because her copy was stolen. It only takes 3 drinks to loosen the tongue of the Chancery clerk, if you were curious. A good question. Raz answers it with an interesting bit of trivia. Ulandil posted a guard at his quarters the day of the theft. His subtlety is rivaled only by his pleasant personality. Oh, and it's 5 drinks for embassy staff. 6 puts them out. Someone needs to slip into Maomer embassy, find a way past the guard, and rifle through Ulandil's private quarters. Oh, and do it without bloodshed that could provoke war with the Maomer. In case he was not clear, Raz is talking about you. The pragmatist in this one says it's because you have no firm connection to the Dominion. The optimist says it's because you have proven yourself more than capable already. When you have the treaty, meet both of us at the bridge.
You there.
Your chance for untold prosperity comes with Dominion rule.
I wonder what Ulandil intends for these Dominion fools. If he has any honor, it will be nothing pleasant. Mark my words.
It would be good to leave this forsaken rock. How do the catmen stand being so still all the time?
Watch your step, Groundwalker.
Had the Dominion simply sailed on by, it wouldn't have come to this. Whatever happens next is on their heads, not ours. Don't cause trouble.
Comings and goings, records of supplies, dialogues between the Helmsreeve and the Aldmeri envoys. The paperwork never ends. A moment's rest, is that so much to ask?
What's your step, Groundwalker?
Don't cause trouble.
Ambassador Ulandil isn't here. And if he was, he'd be far too busy to entertain the likes of you.
Floors that don't sway, sand that creeps into boots, bugs the size of anchors. May the gods see me posted to a proper ship.
Are you lost? Ambassador Ulandil's quarters aren't open for visitors. None of your business. Go bother the clerk. He doesn't know when to shut up either.
Ambassador Ulandil isn't here. And if he was, he'd be far too busy to entertain the likes of you. That's what I've been wondering. He spices his rum with moon sugar, you know. I'm sure one of the servants brings it to him. If I catch him sleeping at his post again, I'll inform the ambassador.
Floors that don't sway, sand that creeps into boots, bugs the size of anchors. May the gods see me posted to a proper ship. So, he's actually doing his job? Most of the time he's writing love letters to some pretty face in town. Zadi or Zami or something. He's a fool in a crow's nest, searching the horizon for any sign of her love.
Are you lost? Ambassador Ulandil's quarters aren't open for visitors. What? Give it here! She wants to meet me? Now? Out of my way!
What is it? The spring in your step. Did you know a sense of accomplishment can alter one's stride? You'll learn to notice it in others. The Sylvanar is certainly being watched by the Maomer. You should inform him the treaty is safe. He will know what to do next. The Sylvanar and the Green Lady are being put up in the Armorer's home. This one recommends you knock before entering. Green Lady gets jumpy at silent approach. At a quick glance, there are holes in the treaty. When the Sylvanar worries at them, he'll tear a hole in the Maomer's side. The treaty, of course. Not Ambassador Ulandil, though that would be funny.
Don't be shy. You want what we're offering, don't you? Then talk to Huthar about the Greek. Time for you to leave. No! No! You found him like this? What did you see? Answer me! Then you know nothing. 1,000 curses on this wretched island. They've taken my beloved. None who'll survive the day. I am the unerring bolt. Once loosed, I cannot stop till I pierce my quarry's eye. Harani knows her own city. If she won't tell you who did this, I'll shorten her tale until she does. Now go! Go!
Still nothing.
Not again. Please. I understand what the Sylvanar desires, but I already told you. We cannot provide him with our copy of the treaty. Did? But he was just here. What happened? How awful. Who would harm such a peaceful creature? My guards saw nothing. We doubled the watch to ensure safety. I cannot abide the Sylvanar's murder in my town. I'll shut down the port if I have to. None sets sail until his killer is brought to justice. Of course. I hereby declare you a deputy of the Mistral Guard. No door shall be barred to you. On my desk, you will find the most recent reports from the Mistral Guard. You are welcome to review them for any inconsistencies that could lead to the killer's capture.
The Sylvanar murdered?
These treacherous Khajiit have plotted with the Maomer to slay our noble envoy.
How dare you! The Sylvanar was our guest. You go too far, Vicereeve.
Outrageous! The Dominion's invasion of Khenarth's Roost will not end well. High Elves are known to cut off their ears to spite their face. Who would be a better example of such hubris than Vicereeve Peladil, puffed up lackey to Prince Naaman himself?
This is an outrage. I demand Ulandil be taken into custody. Because this slimy Maomer had a hand in the Sylvanar's murder. We should march on their embassy and put it to the torch this very moment. Oh, never mind. It's like I'm speaking to a ship's mast. Do continue your investigation, would you?
For 5 gold, gaze into its eyes. Peer into the face of death itself. For 10, place your hand upon its fur.
Well?
Feel the muscle of a true killing machine.
For prosperity.
Come and
For
see from
security.
distant shores of
For
Glenumbra,
unity.
a
The view is quite entrancing. If only smells didn't waft upward.
Do not worry. It is safely caged.
Khenarth's Roost and the Dominion. Together, we'll achieve unity. As part of the Dominion, you will gain security.